What is up, guys, and welcome back to the vlog. With all this BMW love that's going on our channel for the past couple weeks, I figured it's time to change things up on the E46 M3. It has not been in the vlogs very often, and we need to change that. We need to make this thing rad because it is freaking awesome. Supercharged S54 6-speed manual. Today, we're gonna change some things up. Dang, look how sick those new wheels are. What do you think? Fire. Fire.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
All right. So the reason why we took the Apex Arc 8s off is because we're gonna be refinishing them in a new color today. I'm very excited. So the product we're gonna be using to transform these wheels is called Superwrap. Superwrap is a sprayable vinyl that gives you the feel of a powder coat, but the flexibility of a vinyl wrap. What makes it super awesome is that it has a really high gloss finish, and you can use this to transform wheels, mirrors, and accessories while giving you the option to quickly and easily return back to a stock look.
Let me show you the product that Superwrap provides. Right now, this is the prep spray for the wheels, which we're going to be using next. And these are some of the colors they have available. As you guys can see, we have 4 cans of white, which is what we're going to be shooting the wheels. We have 1 can of clear, and then we have black, and then Monterello red, which is the one that I have on my wheels. This is just samples. Some of the samples that they actually have 25 different colors if you guys want to go to the description below and check out their colors. But for now, we're going to be using the white ones. Alright, so right now we are in the office, as you can see, because it's very, very humid in the shop. So there's AC here, and they brought up a good point. Why don't we do it in the office? And I'm like, great idea.
Way easier to do in the office. It's nice and cool in here because this is kind of a tedious process. It does take a while. There might be other ways to do this, but for now, we're working with what we've got. And
what we got?
It's a lot nicer in here.
We know the playing card's trick. We know the flashcard's trick. Blah, blah, blah. That's all we got. Take this.
All right, so Ricky, Mickey, and I just got all of the wheels all masked up. As you can see, we've got some overlap, so if there's a little bit of overspray, it'll just be on the tread, and a little bit of overspray on the tread is not gonna hurt anyone. Obviously, that's just gonna fly off as I drive the car, but everything is looking good, and now we're gonna go ahead and bring these things outside. We'll give them one final wipe down, just making sure there's no hand grease or oil, and then we start spraying, right?
Amen.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so right now I have a bucket of one of our Maguire's bucket that we used to wash the cars, and I filled it up with really hot water. And we dropped the paint cans in there. And what this does, it gives the spray can maximum pressure. So when you spray nice and evenly across the board throughout the whole wheel. That's a good tip. We've done this. We've used the heat gun that we preheat it before we spray, and you can literally tell the difference when you spray it.
What's up, guys? It's the next day, and Ricky did an awesome job. The next step is to just wipe down the faces just one more time with that prep spray and apply the Superwrap to the front every 15 minutes. And I'm excited to see what these things look like. So let's do it. so I just finished putting down the super wrap, and the finish is looking really, really good. Now it says on the instructions here to wait about 45 minutes to an hour, about an hour for the top coat. So that's what I'm doing right now. I got a timer set, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Man, these look fresh. It actually sprays really easily. They do recommend a lot of coats. The thicker the coats, the easier that it could peel if you're looking to peel this off at some point. The thicker it is, the better it's going to be for that. But overall, really no issues. The can worked really well. I'm really excited to see what they look like with the clear coat on top. They already are really glossy, so I'm hoping that it makes it even, I guess, glossier, but I don't even know if you really need it, but we'll put it on anyway. Okay, so now that the first coat of clear is on, I'm gonna wait about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and proceed with a second coat of clear, but this time it's gonna be quite a bit thicker. That's gonna give it that really nice gloss look. Man, already they look super good, but I'm really excited to see what they look like after this second coat. It is hot in San Diego. I just finished all 4 wheels, reinstalling them, cleaning off the calipers a little bit, and I decided to wrap the apex center caps in a gloss red. I think it's a nice little touch, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. You ready? Here we go.
One eternity later.
So a couple days have passed, and finally the new parts for the E46 M3 came in. I'm so excited to install them. Let me show you. I got them all laid out on the table here. You guys ready? Here we go. Bam! We got ourselves a CSL trunk and a CSL rear diffuser. Both of these products are from a company called Carbon Creations, and all the information about purchasing these specific items will be in the video description if you want to check it out. But before we do anything and before we do any installing, we'll do a little cinematic of the products we got. All right, so initial fitment actually looks like it's gonna be really nice, but what I wanna do, because there's a lot of stuff I have to transfer over, I'm gonna take this back off now that I know that it should work for me. We're gonna have to drill a couple holes in here for the wiring, and we're gonna have to transfer over the lock as well as the center section of the taillights and the BMW round rail in the back. And I guess I need to decide if I'm gonna put the M3 logo on or maybe get a new M3 logo for the back end. But for now, let's take this off. I'm gonna set them right down next to each other, transfer everything over. Okay, so I've spent the past like 20-30 minutes just mocking up each component individually. What I mean by component is like each section of the taillight, the rear latch, I guess, mechanism, the lock cylinder, the license plate frame, and I pretty much have a feel for what I have to do. There's a lot of like pilot hole drilling and just drilling into the carbon fiber, whereas I think that, you know, maybe if this was made for, let's say, a race car, that you wouldn't really need a lot of that stuff. That's probably why they don't pre-drill them. But for me, because this is a street car, I'm gonna go ahead and install everything, and it doesn't look too difficult, so I'll set you guys down on this time lapse, and hope you guys enjoy. So I have some good news and I have some bad news. The bad news is that the battery died kind of halfway through installing the trunk, but the good news is bam, the CSL trunk is officially mounted onto the E46 and it looks awesome. Now, I do have to say, I'm not done. I have to finish fitting the rear round drill, the lock cylinder. There's a little gasket that goes around. I have to put that in, and kind of the overall alignment. I just have to tweak a little bit on each side. But so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna pick this up tomorrow. We're gonna finish up the alignment on the trunk, finish up that install, and I'm gonna show you guys in full detail. Overall, super stoked. CSL trunk is an awesome addition. Don't mind the little fiberglass shavings. Woo! So here you have it. Just spent the past hour or so putting back all of the OEM interior bits, and you know what? It looks really good. And I think what you guys are waiting for is this. And there we have it. Carbon Creations CSL trunk is installed. I'm very impressed with the quality. It definitely took a little bit of tweaking to get it right, but if you look at the gap, you know, it's pretty consistent from side to side, and it looks really, really good. What a big improvement. Nice little kick on it. And I still haven't figured out what I'm doing if I'm gonna put the M3 badge back on, but we'll wait on that. So, unfortunately, the rear diffuser that I got from Carbon Creations, it turns out it had a couple broken tabs that happened during shipping, and I'm not able to install it. So that's why it's not on the car right now. I've got another order placed and it should be in the next couple days. But the most exciting thing just happened. Just got off the phone with Daniel from Premium Auto Styling. We're wrapping the car. The cat's out of the bag. Now, what I want to do, I want to end this video a little bit differently. Man, it's sunny. I want to end this video a little bit differently than anything that we've done before, which is I'm going to go on the computer and I'm going to show you a rendering of the car, and we're going to work with you guys to pick out a color for the car.